Alright, so using the internet to make money has always been like my favorite because you really don't have to do much, and even while not doing much, you can still earn decent income. Now check this out. This is one of my actual income streams, and this is proof that this is of course mine. You see here 16,000, 3,000, 3,500, 3,100. You see all these different payments that I'm bringing in consistently. So I'm gonna give you my top ways of making passive income. So let's jump into income stream number one. So first up, we're gonna talk about email newsletters. And the email list is like a direct line to any specific audience, and the kicker is you don't have to be a big influencer. You don't have to be a celebrity. These people don't really even have to know who you are. And it's completely under your control, and you can make big money like this. So let's start here. First, I want to start with the most important part of this, which is actually growing a list. To grow an email list, you need to offer something valuable. Think exclusive content, right? Insider tips, ebooks, recipes, stuff like that. Free stuff your audience can't resist. Stick with me because I'm going to tell you how to do everything I'm telling you right now. Most people cannot resist the word free. And ultimately, you're offering a free item in exchange for their email. And don't worry, people are going to use their real active email address because the way it's going to be set up, they're going to need to be able to get into this email in order to get your freebie. Here's the most important part of this. You're looking for a specific group, a hyper-focused niche. So not just gardening, indoor gardening, not just healthy eating, but the keto diet, not just fitness, but male fitness or female fitness. Now let's talk about growing your list, right? Because you're like, what am I going to use to get emails? I'm going to tell you how I see it done every single day. A lot of the times there's people on Twitter, and despite only having a few hundred followers, they have these large mega thread tweets that go viral. And a lot of the times that happens because they're offering a free product related to a niche that someone's interested in. Then they offer a free resource related to whatever that field is. So in my example, I'm a graphic designer. I design my own thumbnails. So I recently got on someone's email list because they were giving away a free file with all the things that I would need and use for a thumbnail. But you notice it wasn't just targeted to YouTubers, it's targeted to people who create thumbnails, people who are in the finance niche. Here's our plan to set this email list up completely from scratch. First, we're gonna choose an email marketing platform. You could go with MailChimp, ConvertKit, Aweber, whatever makes the most sense for you logistically. These type of services are gonna help you store your email list, design newsletters, and automate sending. Next, you'll need a sign-up form. A lot of the time, these same services that I'm talking to you about offer this same thing. Next, of course, you need to have your offer. The next segment is actually going to tie into this one. So we're actually going to get into how you could create one of those freebies. You need to get your sign up link out there in this form. You need to get your email list out there, whether that's through social media, whatever. Trust me, even if you don't have a big following, if you're offering something free to a specific crowd, they're going to bite. There's an easier way to do this. You can use a cloud storage service. So like Google Drive, Dropbox, you can host your freebie there and then make your email list point to whenever someone gives you their email, it sends them to that link and then they can directly download it from Google Drive or your Dropbox. If you're a little bit more experienced and you know how to use WordPress or Shopify, you can do just a dedicated download page for this. Key is they have to go through the email to get it. Then the final thing is going to be a link shortener like Bitly. You can use Bitly or TinyURL to kind of track and see how many bytes you're getting, how many clicks you're getting versus actual emails. That'll let you know if you need to spice up your offer a little bit. Now, here's where it comes to making money with an email list. Now that you have a list of people that are 100% interested in gardening, interested in whatever you pick. Now, when certain products, now you can sell digital products directly to this audience. Not only that, you can affiliate market off this email list directly. And the worst case scenario, if your email list grows big enough, you can actually sell this email list to other companies that know how to get money out of that list. The next way, we're going to talk digital products. Digital products, these are your ebooks, online courses, templates, and the best part about these is that you create it once and you can sell it forever. It's probably the ultimate form of passive income. The key to this as well is finding a really niche audience, and then creating a product specifically for them. So the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna identify a need. The best thing you can do is draw off of personal experience. A couple years ago, I needed to lose some weight, so I went on a diet, and I chose the keto diet. Now, what questions do they frequently ask? What solutions are they seeking? This will be the basis of whatever you're creating. So for example, if your audience is indoor gardening, your ebook could be a beginner's guide to an indoor herb garden. Or if it's keto, then you could take some of the top recipes. Step 2, you're going to outline in step 2, we're going to outline the content. Break it down into chapters or sections where each of them build off the last one. And I promise you, you can't lose that way. Now let's talk about creation. I don't assume that you're a professional chef or a professional writer at all. However, with implementation of software and technology like ChatGPT and AI, now this stuff has become way easier than it used to be. Like, it's easy. You could probably go into ChatGPT and ask it, what are the top 5 foods, right? And so let's say lasagna is one of them. You could ask ChatGPT, can you give me a recipe for a keto lasagna? And if you're not comfortable doing it that way, then you can draw on your personal knowledge. It is a little more work, but you only have to do this work once. Make sure you're providing clear directions, information, whatever form of digital product that you choose. When it comes to writing or creation, you can use free tools like Google Docs for easy formatting and cloud access. Once it's written, you can use a plugin like Grammarly to proofread it. You do want to put out a good product. You want whatever it is you're creating to be polished and professional. Now, let's talk about design and layout. This is probably the most important part because it has to look good. You used to have to know how to design this stuff or be able to pay somebody, but now with free tools like Canva, you can create an ebook recipe, spice it up, make it look good, and it's really, really user-friendly and almost self-explanatory. At that point, you're going to include relevant images. So if you're going to do the keto lasagna idea like I'm talking about, you need to go find images of lasagna. Change the font. Don't go too crazy to where it's not readable. After you're done, you're going to convert that into a PDF. This is the most widely accepted ebook format. This is a widely accepted image format. You're always going to want to import to PDF unless your digital product is maybe music if you make beats. Next, you're going to choose a sales platform to sell this stuff, right? Etsy is going to be a good place that I could recommend, especially if you're going to go like the recipes route. You can go Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, or if you have your own website, you can set it up yourself to where you can sell this directly. Next, let's talk about YouTube as a passive income source. YouTube is a powerful platform for creating content, but not only that, getting paid off of that content. If you compare YouTube to TikTok and all the other platforms, I guarantee you, YouTube blows everyone out of the water. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how. So the thing that scares most people away from YouTube is doing what I'm doing right now, talking to a camera. And if they're not afraid to talk to a camera, then they don't really want to show their face. Outside of Mr. Beast and the top YouTubers, I would argue that the videos that get the most views, videos that doesn't even show the creator face. One of those $16,000 payments was from a video that took me probably 30 minutes to create, getting views and ultimately earning money in my sleep. I'm not ever gonna BS you, bro. It took me a while to work up to that point, but that's because I was grinding it out the way that I was grinding it out. Here's how you can make money with YouTube. So let's say you don't want to show your face, right? There are faceless channels now. And these faceless channels, right? Like one of my favorites, the Infographics Show. I have another channel where I do kind of like rap documentaries where I never show my face. And those videos usually include compiled images and videos with a narration voiceover. What if you're one of the many Americans who hate their own voice? You don't have to worry in that regard because there are AI voiceover platforms that sound natural like a real human. Here's where it can get really, really valuable for you, which we're about to get into. Depending on what niche you're going to choose, sometimes you might need a scary voice, a deep voice, a scratchy voice. But before we get into all of that, let's talk about how to start this process. So first, you're going to identify your niche. I'm going to tell you off the rip. Stuff like what I'm doing right now, which is teaching, educational content, money-making content, or content about making money is always going to pay more. There's something called RPM, that's revenue per mile. In this context, the mile is just 1,000 views. So while gaming content only gets maybe, let's say, $1 per 1,000 views, some of the longer educational videos get sometimes I've seen $25 per 1,000 views. After you pick a niche, you're going to go see if there are any content gaps in that niche. So a content gap is maybe ideas within that niche that have a lot of demand but not enough supply. After you identify what niche you're going to go in, let's say you're going to pick the food and snack niche, but then you're going to go ice cream, right? Next, you're going to hit the Google search bar and you're going to hit ice cream. And then you're going to look at the drop down and see everything that comes up with ice cream. And then that's honestly a good starting point to start coming up with ideas. Let's say your idea is top 10 most expensive, because the top 10 format is a really good format. Top 10 most expensive ice cream parlors in the United States, right? You can use ChatGPT to help you script that out. Put the script inside of an AI voice generator, or if you're comfortable enough with your voice, you voice it over. Compile images of the ice cream shops and any videos from these ice cream shops, people tasting it, all that kind of stuff. And you're going to compile these and put them over your voiceover. You're going to use a free resource like Canva once again to create your thumbnail. And the most important part, you're going to upload one or two of these every Monday and Wednesday for 6 months. And I promise you, after those 6 months, you'll already be making money on YouTube. Now, here's the key with that. This one is passive. However, it's going to take some time and effort from you. However, I promise you, once you start seeing those videos get thousands of views, even sometimes millions of views, then you start looking at how much money you're making, you'll realize how passive of income YouTube really is. YouTube is some of the most passive income that you can make on the internet. If you found these insights helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to your boy. Share this with somebody who might need it. And don't forget, hit the subscribe and the bell notification to stay updated every time we drop. Watch this next video where we'll dive deeper into optimizing all this stuff we talked about for maximum profitability. See you over there.